Welcome back to 3 for the Money. If you have not yet opted in for our code, I'm here to tell you still can using the code MONEY3. That's MONEY 3. When you use the code MONEY3 on the Action 24/7 Sportsbook, you will receive a $250 risk-free bet on your first bet. New customers only. Terms and conditions apply. Let's get to it.
Okay. We're here. We're back. It's 3 for the Money. New episodes every Thursday. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Daily gambling picks. And let's get into it. The NHL playoffs are off to a start, and so are the NBA playoffs. But I am going to ask the boys how they've been doing. How you been doing, Chris?
Not great. Baseball has been just kicking me in the nuts lately. I did all right last night. I've been doing pretty well today. I'm 3-1-1 so far. A lot of day games today. But, yeah, not good. I think last night was my first winning day in, like, about a week. So, but I think starting to turn the corner. Baseball is always just awful in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, I mean.
It's a marathon.
That's baseball. As they say.
You know that old chestnut.
But, yeah, not great. Another bad week in the XFL. Just, ugh.
We can touch on that a little bit later.
We will, but you asked me how I'm doing, and that's how I'm doing.
Yeah.
You wanted to know.
Save it for the
don't ask if you don't want to know.
Save it for the corner.
Okay, well, I can talk about it more.
All right. Well,
but, yeah, well, it's all right. I think we're going to turn a corner here. But.
All right. Well, Sean, how did you do since the last time?
I am on an 11-day cold streak.
Fucking way she goes.
I have not made a profit in 11 days.
I think I was something like that.
Yeah. So, not great. not great. I am up on the day so far. I have unfortunately the Lakers -1.5.
A lot of ball left.
I know, but it doesn't look that great right now.
What's the score on that?
And I also have a parlay for the Oilers game.
Okay.
It was Oilers in 60 and Connor McDavid to score plus 166. So if I can get one more.
What was McDavid to score, like -150 or something?
It's normally -110.
It was like
he was -130 in game one.
He was -125 today. Oilers in 60 was -150. So I am okay.
We have the
Bruins Panthers game on
in the background, yeah. So if something happens, I have the under in this game. So if something happens,
Florida just scored, but it's 1-0.
Yeah, it's
in the second. We're fine.
And we all know if it's a game you want to watch, it's a game you have the under in.
Well, I have the under in the other game too. This game just has better teams.
That's true.
But I also have been quite cold since my massive future win. God always finds a way to make you even.
He's got to humble you.
Yep. So I haven't really been giving out picks on Twitter. I took a break for a little bit because, like, the last, 10 games of, the NHL season are just so unpredictable. And you really don't know what you're going to get. So I took a little break, but I'm betting on the playoffs. And historically, I am terrible in the playoffs. But that doesn't matter to me. I'm still going to try.
It's the playoffs.
It's the playoffs. What am I going to do? Not bet on it?
It's ridiculous.
So the first 2 games, I had 6 bets, and I won 1 of them. Has not been going great, but today we turn a corner. I got the under in this Bruins-Panthers game. Alex Lyon just made an amazing save. And then I have the under in Islanders Canes. And like those two teams, like the Islanders play just really good defense, and the Canes do as well, but the Islanders just can't score. So that's under 5.5 all day. And then for the other two games tonight, I have Dallas Stars 60-minute line because they lost game one and they're favored in the series. They
Should have taken that.
They have to win this game. They have to win this game, and they are at home. They have to win this game, and so do the Oilers. I hammered the Oilers tonight to win in 60.
I took. I can't remember if I've told you all this, but before the game, the Stars Wild game one, I took Stars -1.5 on the series.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the Wild are cheeks. And, well, not off to a great start. I did take Tampa. We know this. Tampa did win the series, and they mollywopped
Yeah, dude, that was
Toronto.
awesome.
Toronto's, I mean, they're probably going to win next game. Now that I've said this, but they suck. I don't care how good they are in the regular season. They always find a way.
Mm-hmm.
Just to fucking rip your heart out.
I saw a thing that it was like things that weren't around the last time the Leafs won a playoff series, and it was like YouTube, and Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Twitter, Instagram,
YouTube's been a
the
lot.
Xbox
Wow.
360,
Oh,
like
shit.
the
When did-
Wii, like
The iPhone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like
04, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez. I hope they just go forever.
I hope they go 20 years.
I hate them so much. I
Yeah.
hate their franchise.
I hope they go 20 years.
I hope they go 30, honestly. Fuck 'em. I hate them.
Yeah, it's
Them and the Canadians just don't like them. Don't like the cut of their jib. But the Canadians suck, so it's hard to hate them.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Leafs are they're cursed.
Right.
I don't
I don't know why they're cursed,
Yeah.
but they are. They did nothing wrong. But like,
Yeah.
They've done a lot of things right.
Yeah.
They have a very good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've had a good team for the
For
good majority
while.
of like my life.
Yeah.
And they just can't get it done.
I love it.
Well, they always end up playing like the Bruins too.
Yeah.
So it's like
They always end up playing like good teams.
yeah.
Except for when they lost to Columbus in the bubble.
Well, that's a bubble. Bubble
Yeah.
shouldn't count for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
The Lightning won the cup that year.
Yeah.
That was their first.
Yep.
Yeah, doesn't count.
Well, they won it the year after that, so.
Yeah, they went back to back.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
true,
like it's
so-
like, well, maybe it was legit. But I do agree about that with like the NBA. LeBron's Mickey Award.
Yeah, I mean, I disagree with, or I agree with. I don't think either should count because like if you don't have to play a road playoff game, it doesn't count. That's like the hardest thing to do in sport is
Yeah.
play a road playoff game.
Yeah, it's all about the grind.
So I don't. I mean, the Lightning won the next year, so it's like, yeah, well, they're really fucking
That
good.
was kind of legit.
But
And
yeah, I mean, the Heat made the Eastern Conference final. Like,
Yeah, and it was just like Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero.
yeah, and it's like, I know they're good, but I mean, they barely made the playoffs this year. I don't think they're very good.
I mean, damn, the Stars made the West.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they
won
did.
the West that year.
That came out of nowhere.
It was like you barely squeaked in here. Like
Yeah. But yeah, NHL and NBA is in full swing. I mean, we're probably not going to touch too much on the NBA. It's just, the first round is not, the matchups are quite lopsided in the NBA typically in the first round of the playoffs.
The West is pretty even.
Yeah.
The East.
I hope
is
the
pretty.
Warriors get swept.
I would love nothing more.
Yeah.
That'd be
I
awesome.
kind of hate them now.
that
Yeah.
would be awesome.
It's,
I hate this whole like bad boy persona they have. Like, yeah, Draymond's a scumbag. He's been a scumbag.
He's been a scumbag.
Clay
this is-
Thompson has turned into an asshole.
Yeah.
And Steph is now just like when he started doing that like night thing, I was like, okay, like
Relax.
you like come on, like why are you guys pretending to be like bad guys all of a sudden? Like, Draymond's your bad guy. Let him be the asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now
You don't need three
everyone's
assholes.
being a dick. I'm like, I'd hate you guys now. So I want the Kings to just rag.
Also, the Kings had an amazing season. And they just
yeah.
and the Warriors, every year they limp into the playoffs just being like, oh, we'll just turn it on. It's like, no, you don't get to do that.
Yeah.
But
I do not.
It works for him.
I know, but I do not respect that.
Yeah.
I don't respect that mindset.
The Warriors have just, throughout the season, they were awful on the road.
Yeah.
So the fact that they've lost game 2, Kings pulled away, but for the most part, very close games on the road. I was surprised. I thought, honestly, if they lost, they'd get beat by 20. And just kind of they're down by 5 with a minute or 2 minutes left. We'll get them next time. And then the Kings pad their lead. But
Kind of a Kings guy right now. I'm hoping they make a run. I'm hoping they get,
light the beam.
yeah, just keep lighting.
I like Sabonis, who played for the Pacers, and diehard Pacers fan here.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I should be a Kings fan now. I don't care. So
Yeah, it's like
I was gonna be a Grizzlies fan this year, and I was like, John Morant's kind of a dick.
he came out of nowhere being like an asshole too.
I think he's
Yeah.
just. I don't know what's going on with that.
I think he got some slack for acting hood when he's kind of not.
He's not at all.
But then now he's trying to be
Yeah.
hood in a sense. But it's just at the same time, you make $1 billion. He doesn't make $1 billion. He makes a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
You don't need to act
You don't need to
any way.
be bringing little pea shooters to the strip club in
Yeah.
Denver.
Just play basketball, bro. It's just basketball. Play the game.
Not hard.
Yeah.
Well, the game you play is hard.
Yeah.
But the
I'm
action.
pretty sure playing the NBA is
Yeah, I
pretty
know.
hard.
I know it's hard, but just going out there, just stepping on the court,
Yeah.
that's your job. Just go do your job. That's what I meant to say. Just go do your job.
I agree.
Don't be this. Don't act like you're in a. I don't. Never mind. I don't know where I'm getting at here.
Yeah. Don't act like you're from Memphis.
That's a good way to say it, I guess.
Just because you're the best player on the Grizzlies doesn't mean you need to act like you're from Memphis.
That's funny.
But we're mainly paying attention to the NHL. Let's see. What happened last night? So the Leafs got smoked.
Devils got smoked.
Devils got smoked. Devils, I hope that series goes 7 just because, this Devils team is just so young and fast. I want to see them go the distance with the Rangers. I think the Rangers, I don't think they're real. I think they could potentially make it to the conference finals, and that's their ceiling in my head.
Yeah.
They are stacked. I was talking to Sean about this before we recorded. They are stacked, but they're new stacked.
Mm-hmm.
There's not Patrick Kane has been okay.
Would you say they're kind of like the Phoenix Suns of the NHL? I know it's not the exact same, but if you're going to compare them to an NBA team.
Yeah. It's it would probably be that. Yeah, the Suns are stacked, but they're kind of old, except for Book, and
it's they are kind of like new, they brought in KD, so it's
they brought in the ringer.
Obviously, Kane is not on the same level as what Kevin Durant is.
I think having a team like that is almost. Hold on. This freaking dog. He's
thirsty boy.
That's enough. All right.
But having a team like the Rangers where you load up, making trades all year and pulling away with Tarasenko and Patrick Kane and anybody else?
Those are the big ones.
They got those are the big ones, but I think they got Mikkola from the Blues as well, and he's been a third pairing D who's just stops everything.
It's almost
he's been a beast.
It's almost like they're too good. If that they're too stacked with what they are. They don't really like have an identity. They just have good players, and that could end up being like a liability.
There's only one puck.
Yeah, I mean,
that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, Patrick Kane,
that's my favorite thing.
Patrick Kane, one of the best like American players of all time, but like I don't think he has it anymore. Like especially on 5-on-5, he's still good on the power play, but like I don't think I think having him out there on the 5-on-5 is more of a liability than anything, and I can see why the Blackhawks really didn't get much for him.
Yeah,
for like, cause they got like a 2nd-round pick.
Yeah,
for him and like a couple
he's making
prospects.
Like $10 million.
Yeah, which I don't even know how they're affording this team.
I don't know either.
Honest.
Yeah.
Well, this is
like Tarasenko has a big contract. Kane has a big contract. Panarin has a huge deal.
I think
Zibanejad has a massive deal.
I think I remember there was a lot of like 3-team trades at the trade deadline where other teams would come in and get like a 3rd or 4th round pick for like retaining 30% of a salary.
All right.
I think I remember that.
It's the Coyote special.
Yeah. But I like what you said. They're a stacked team, but they just have good players.
Yeah.
It's not a good team.
It's not a good team. They have good players.
Yeah. I think
I can definitely
right
see why they made it to the playoffs. But when it comes like crunch time, you only get 7 games max.
So do you think Devils have a chance to win this
Yeah,
series?
I definitely think they have a
Or do
chance.
you think they're just too young?
No, I think I could see this series going to 7. I really could. And I could
agree.
I could see the Rangers. I could see the Rangers winning in 7, but I could also see the Devils winning in 7. I know that's not much of a stance at all.
I mean,
but it's just like I see this series going to 7, and it's going to come down to the last goal. That's how this series is going to go.
I hope so. It's been really entertaining to watch from the one game. I think what really tests a team is when you get smoked in like a game, and it really matters
At home.
What was the score in that game?
5-2.
I thought it was 5-1.
I thought it was 2.
I didn't say. I stopped paying attention when it was like 4 to whatever the hell.
I can check.
But
Yeah, 5-1
Devils are currently minus 130
to win the series.
No, for next game.
Ah,
I was surprised.
Yeah.
I thought that might be dogs, but I mean,
they were
they're home,
favorited.
so
They were favorited last game
yeah.
too.
I'll see what
But
they
there's
win this
actually
series.
been a number of upsets in just the first game of the
Wild.
series.
One of them double
Wild.
overtime. Kings beating the Oilers. Not to interrupt, but
No,
that's
you're good. Yeah.
'cause
Wild, Kings, Jets.
yeah,
Wild.
That came out of
That's-
nowhere.
That came out of nowhere. Kraken against the defending champs.
Wait, they won that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I fell asleep.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
won
they-
3-1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for them.
And
I'm gonna take Avs puck line tomorrow.
obviously Rangers. Rangers were dogs, so we'll throw them in there. Am I missing anyone?
Yeah, because I remember
I don't think so.
the first day.
Oh, Lightning.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
The first day, the Bruins were the only favorite to win, weren't they?
Hurricanes.
The Hurricanes won.
Hurricane, yeah, that's right. Okay.
Favorites
never
went 2-2 on the
2-2.
first day,
I forgot about the Hurricanes.
and then the favorites went 1-3 yesterday.
Yeah, man.
The Devils are plus 150 to win the series right now.
What are the Rangers?
-1,
Oh.
like minus 169 or something like that.
Well, I mean that makes sense.
I
I mean, coming back from one game
189
isn't
no, I
impossible.
feel, especially when you're still at home. Like if they were on the road, maybe.
I won't bet that series just because like I don't have a stance on it at all.
Yeah.
It's just it could literally go either way, but I would bet that it goes to 7.
I'm either gonna bet. Now I'm thinking because I just said Avs puck line tomorrow night. I'll either do that or I'll sit it out, and then if the Kraken win, I'm gonna go all in on Avs to win the series. Because that's probably, let's see what they are right now. But I feel like they'd probably be.
They're honestly probably still favored.
Oh, they definitely will be. But if they go down 2-0, I could see them being dogs.
For sure. Where are you getting these odds from?
The Action 447 Sportsbook. Sorry, so. But right now, Colorado's still minus 141.
Yeah, makes sense.
On Action 24/7.
But back to what I was saying, with what really matters with a team in a series is if you can get smoked in one of the games and come back and win, then you're okay. Like you have the potential to move on from a loss.
Except if you're the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah. Yeah, they have some voodoo going on up in Toronto. But if you get smoked in one of your games and you're able to come back, you are okay.
Yeah, it's just one game.
Yeah.
Like it's one game.
Not like
you've got at least 3 more games to turn it around.
Yeah, not like the Nashville Predators. I feel like whenever we got smoked in the playoffs, that's it. Like in like a single game, series is over. That's just
like what was the Avs game 1 score?
I think that was like 7-2 or something.
It was something ridiculous.
That was
like,
I mean, we weren't gonna win that.
I know.
We weren't. No. We were definitely not.
Like
gonna
we could
win
have won that game, and I'm like, we're not gonna win this series.
Yeah.
Could have won that game 7-2. It was like, cool. We're gonna lose the next.
I went
4.
to game 4 of that series.
Wow.
Not fun.
I imagine.
But
It's just. But Predators aren't playing hockey, so we're just gonna move on from that.
But you know who is still playing hockey? Eli Tolvanen.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Scoring the very first postseason goal in franchise history for the Seattle Kraken.
Yep.
Not bad for a guy they picked up off waivers.
John Hines, well, he's done a lot of bad things. He should be fired for that alone.
I'm not sure if that was really his decision, but
I mean, he had to have some input.
I mean, yeah.
I definitely think it was part of it, but
I feel like if he went to if he was like, no, we have to keep this guy, then Poyle would have been like, all right, well, we'll keep him around.
Yeah.
I'll try and send down someone else, but it just like I don't like Michael McCarron, and
You don't like Big Sexy?
no, I don't.
He's fine. I mean, he's not a good hockey player, but
I'm not really sure why that's his nickname either. It's always
I
confused
think it's
me.
ironic because he's kind of.
Is he ugly?
I mean, he's not very attractive. No
I mean,
offense.
He's big.
That's like
And that, yeah.
I know he's big, but
It's just he was on the player assistance program, so you can't move them when they're in that.
yeah.
You can't.
No,
I didn't know that.
it's part of the CBA.
Makes sense, but I didn't know that.
And so they had to send down someone for like roster reasons or something. And
Your first round draft pick from
17,
however many years ago.
2017.
Jesus. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's rough.
Anyway,
But that's a good segue and just Preds talk. My dad actually made a good point about John Hines, but I do have some concerns about him being the future coach of the Nashville Predators. I feel like we're gonna give him another. He's gonna be the head coach next year. He is going to do it because he almost took, and I say almost kind of lightly, but he almost took. Bandit, come here.
that was a disturbing noise.
But John Hines almost took a minor league team to the playoffs. He almost got them there. And yeah, they fumbled the bag in the most important game that mattered, getting shut out by the Jets. But
So
we were right there.
Mm-hmm.
So bring him back if we bring him back next year. Go to the playoffs, smoked in the first round again.
Yeah,
Do you think he's
yeah,
gonzo?
I would.
Or?
I want him gone. I'm not saying I want to keep him.
Oh no, but
I want him gone tomorrow.
I think I agree with you. I think he will be back.
Yeah.
I hate that, but
Yeah.
I think he will be back. But if it's like last year, go to the playoffs, get smoked by the Avs or fucking whoever in the first round. Do you just bring him back again? Because at that point he'll
John Hines has never made it past the first round in the NHL playoffs.
How many playoff games has he won? Like
3. He's won 3 with us.
I think he made the playoffs once when he was the coach of the Devils.
He made them twice.
Does that count the bubble? Because that
Yes.
was technically the postseason.
Well,
so I don't know.
They counted as the postseason, but
But it wasn't the playoffs. Because wasn't it like the thing we played the Coyotes? Wasn't that like a play-in series?
it was.
Does
But
that count as its playoff?
it
round?
counted
It does.
towards
It does. It
us
does.
making the playoffs for consecutive years.
It does because he is 3-11.
I guess that would make sense.
He's
Yeah, that would
3-11
count
in the
as playoff
postseason with the Predators. 2 games split, or won 2 games against Carolina in the COVID year, like the
Mm-hmm.
condensed season year, and we won 1 game against the Coyotes in the bubble, and then we got swept by the Avs.
Yeah, I was wondering
we
where
haven't-
that 3. So yeah, that makes sense. Then.
Yeah. So yeah, that does count as a postseason win.
I think that where he's probably going to return, it really depends on how the roster pans out for me, because the new guys, like they played great. Like Novak played great. Evangelista, like both of those players are on the team next year.
Tommy Novak is a stud.
Yes,
That guy rocks.
The guy is awesome.
so I don't know. It really depends. He's not the coach of the future. That is.
See, that's the thing where I'm like, why don't we just can him then?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I don't
yeah,
know.
you
But
almost got us to the playoffs with an AHL roster, but like, if you're not the coach of the future, then like,
But also, like, I know
unless I don't have a guy out there, I don't know what they're.
why can't we win like that with the big money on the ice? Why can't we make a
tried.
playoff push with big money on the ice? Like when we had like everybody healthy, I think it was like right before Christmas. Like that's when I think everybody was like healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we were like second to last in the division or something.
Yeah.
We were behind Arizona
Yeah.
at one point.
We were pretty booty.
And it was just like, what is going on? But it's like, how come he can take these like minor league players? They're still good players. They are obviously like NHL level players. They have proven themselves to be as such. But these Forsberg, Duchesne, like Johansson, I mean, Yossi's doesn't count. He's still a stud.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand it. Like I don't.
I think that. Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
I just got one point.
Talked at the same time.
I think that the almost going to the playoffs with the minor league roster has more to do with these young guys getting their shot.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
get that they're young and they want to skate fast and play the puck, and that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But and like when we played Carolina, like towards the end of the season, it was one of our last games, and we won 3-0. Carolina is one of the fastest teams in the NHL, like average speed wise, and no one can really like keep up with them. But this young team, because they're so young and so quick, they were able to like put the beating on them.
I think, like, in certain players, it's like Novak, he's been in Milwaukee for like years. And like this was like he's like, okay, everybody's hurt, this is my shot.
Yeah.
And so he played every game like it was a playoff game.
Yeah.
Like I think in cases of like Evangelista, he's like, okay, this is like my shot, but I haven't played a lot in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And that's okay. Sort of like a happy accident. This Evangelista guy, he's a stud. I'm
very excited that he is on our team.
Yeah. And Tomasino's back. Hopefully he makes the roster next year. Now that Granlund's out and we traded away Niederreiter. That's two of our top
Tanner,
six.
they're gone. I mean,
yeah, that's two of our top six. That's out. So
I won't be surprised if Johansson is not on the roster next year.
They would have moved him if he was healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's
if they're looking for a cap dump, send him down to Arizona.
Yeah, give him a shot there.
But
I think in most of the AHL players' cases, this is their shot, and it is their shot.
Mm-hmm. This is their tryout.
That's how the league works. If you got to get called up from the AHL when you're not ready for the NHL, and you got to prove it that you're ready.
Yeah.
And some of them did. So I think that was, I don't know. I feel like that was more of a factor rather than John Hines. But
I mean, that's also been his why he was brought in is because he's good at developing young talent, allegedly. We haven't seen it pan out yet, but so it's
we kind of did. I mean,
we did, but that's we'll see this upcoming year if he comes back. If it was guys just being hungry, or he actually is a very good developer of talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll see.
And the thing with developing talent is, I guess he never really had young players to, I guess, develop. If you don't count like
with the Devils.
No, with us.
Oh, okay.
Because we had a roster when he came in.
Yeah.
We had
a couple guys like Jeannot, and it was he was good.
Yeah.
But then he tapered off.
Yeah.
And we got 5 draft picks for him.
Yeah. And we had.
He's not playing in the playoffs.
We had Tolvanen. He definitely fumbled that.
Yeah.
And Tomasino, who ended up going down. That was not great. Same with Glass. He spent a bunch of time in Milwaukee. So I mean, there's a lot of ifs.
Future's bright though.
The future is bright.
Mm-hmm. This is what should have happened 2 years ago during the competitive rebuild.
Yeah.
This is an actual competitive rebuild, not just we bring in a few guys. It's no,
well,
everyone's gone.
It almost
other than
brings in the question. It's are we I know we were we were sellers at the trade deadline, but are the Nashville Predators in a rebuild?
Yes, but
But
so far it's ahead of schedule.
Yeah,
because everyone. Great. I mean, we dumped everybody who had a veteran that had a not massive contract.
Are you in a rebuild if you're competitive?
So that's the thing. It's
yeah,
but you can just be way ahead of schedule at least. And so far, I mean, granted, it's been half a season.
Yeah, that's true.
So team could win
this
team could win 20 games next year.
Yeah, I mean, we're speaking they're gonna win 50 games.
So, but
or
I mean, as
that.
of right now, yes, the future is very bright for where we are in this.
It looks bright.
Rebuild. Yes.
Yeah, looks bright. But
oh wow. Okay, that's not good.
But what was it? 6.
5.5, 6.5. It was 6.5.
Oh, you're fine. Oh,
I don't know.
let's just get to
fine,
the period right now. End of the period right now.
It's 2-1
Florida
in the Bruins game. So
I'll check the other score for you.
I think it was 2-2
It was 2-2
last
last time I checked. Grizzlies are up 9 for those who are.
In the Canes game? Oh.
It's 2-2.
It was 2-2 at the break.
Oh no.
Yeah. Still 2-2 with about 12 minutes left.
If I don't have another winning day, I'm going to go full Costanza. I just something's got to change.
I about had to do that with baseball, honestly. That was there were a few. It was all last week, which is losers.
this is just so tough. But it's a grind. Playoffs are all essentially a new season.
Yeah.
And
It's so different.
yeah.
So much faster.
All right, moving on from the NHL. Do y'all want to talk about baseball?
For a little bit, yeah.
Okay. What's up?
What's up, dude?
What's up?
though?
What's up with ball, bro? Oh no.
That go in?
Yeah.
It's not
Not
ideal.
good.
Not looking good.
I mean, talk of the town is the Rays. They're 15-3 right now, I think. Something like that. I can't remember what their record was before today. And they won. They beat the shit out of the Reds again. The Reds suck. Before we get into the Reds, the Rays aren't that good.
Mm-hmm.
They have played. They played the Tigers, Marlins. Maybe they played the Tigers. Someone shitty. The Red Sox, the Blue Jays, who are good, and now the Reds. So they played 5 series. 4 of those teams suck ass. Like the Red Sox are at best.
Yeah.
So they're not that good. They've played one like good team, and they went 1-2 in that series. So they're gonna come back to earth. They're still good. Don't get me wrong, but they're not like this world beater that they're playing like right now.
Yeah.
The Reds are just they're a comical franchise. They had a guy making his big league debut today. He didn't even finish the second inning. He went.
Was he pitching?
Yeah.
Oh.
He went. Let me pull up his stat line. Oh, that was from yesterday. Hold on. It was. I just checked in on the game, and it was like automatically. It was like 6-0 in the first inning. Yeah, it was a guy named Stout. Oh no, he went further than I thought. He went 4 innings. In the first inning, though, he gave up 6 runs.
Not the way you
He
want
ended
to
up going 4 innings. Like, he settled down after that, I guess.
Yeah.
He gave up 6. He only gave up 1 after that.
Glad he didn't get in his head too much,
But,
I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, shit, that's rough. You got to make your big league debut against the best team in baseball right now.
Yeah.
But they lost 8-0 today. Yesterday, the same Rays team, they lost 10-0. So that's good. But the day before that, they won 8-1 against the Rays. And then the Philly series was like the definition of like Reds baseball making 0 sense.
Yeah.
First game, they lost 8-3. Second game won 13-0.
Jeez.
Third game lost 14-3.
Yeah, this team makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. They have it actually does if you look at it, because they have 3 really good pitchers, 2 really good pitchers, 1 that's decent, and then the rest god awful. So if you think about it like that, it does kind of make sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're just dumpster fire. I said this a couple nights ago. I was like, if the front office gave a shred of a fuck about this team, they could be like an actual like good team. But they don't. They haven't given a shit about this team in, what was that, like 10 years, something like that.
It's just like baseball's so. I mean, like, there's no way to compete with big teams. Like they're.
I don't agree with that. Kansas City Royals won the World Series 5 years ago, and they went to another one the year after that.
That's
and they're
true. Okay,
about a small marketed team. But like, I get that. That's like the narrative. That's like, oh well, it's like we need a salary cap because we can't compete with like the Dodgers and everyone.
Right.
It's like, but also the Nationals won a World Series.
Yeah.
So
It's just like, well, my point is just like the owners. I don't think you can like compete like with the Yankees. Like, you have to give a shit about your franchise if you're the New York Yankees.
Yeah.
But if you're like the Cincinnati Reds owner, yeah, like
Phil Castellini.
Thank you.
Bob. Phil is like the acting. He's
you
CFO
are.
or whatever the fuck.
This is just an investment that you're just letting it run like by itself. Like, you're just like, well, people are still gonna go.
No, they're not.
Like
They are not.
Like
2 days ago, it was the lowest attendance in Great American Ballpark history.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was, I mean, it's been terrible this whole race series.
Okay, never mind then.
So it's like, no, I get
Well, I
what you're
feel
saying.
like they
That's
have-
their thought process.
Yeah, that's
of
their
like,
thought process.
I mean, literally, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, Phil Castellini, it was the home opener, essentially blackmail. Like, no, it was like, they asked him, it's like, oh, well, some people are questioning, like, the direction of this franchise. Someone asked him that. And he was like, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to root for another team? Like, where are you going to go?
Yeah, like that.
So-
that mindset is absurd. Like,
This is the home opener. Opening day is a holiday in Cincinnati. And you're just like, yeah, well, what are you going to do? You going to root for another team? After that happened, like, he said that, I was like, I want Nashville to get a team so I can stop being a fan of these.
yeah,
And then when the Castellinis either die or sell the team, whichever comes first, I'll become a Reds fan again.
When I heard you say that at like a party or something, I was like,
I am as loyal as it gets.
yeah, you are.
And I was like, I can't wait to have an excuse to not be a fan of this team anymore.
Yeah.
I have nothing. Okay. Nothing is a team. I hate the ownership more than they are like the Dan Snyder of Major League Baseball. They're not like god awful people like Dan Snyder is.
Yeah.
But they could not care less about their team.
yeah.
So I guess they're like the Fords, the Lions owners.
Sure.
So
yeah.
So that makes more sense.
Yeah, there we go.
But
What are
when
you
they
gonna
s-
do?
when yeah,
That's so.
when they sell that team, man, I'm be popping bottle like it will be my World Series
Yeah.
when they sell that team or someone dies and they just don't care anymore. I hate to say
Wow.
that, but I hate them so much.
That's funny.
Would you say that most Reds fans agree with
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
spouting?
I mean, last year it was like every loss you go on Reds Twitter and it was trending. It was like hashtag sell the team, Bob.
Okay. Yeah.
So everybody hates them. They're the worst.
I think the city of
Especially- this is
Cincinnati
like-
just needs to be one group and just not go to games.
I mean, they kind of are.
Yeah.
Honestly, they didn't sell out opening day, which like you can't do that. It's, like I said, in Cincinnati, opening day is a holiday. And
There were more people in the street than like at the.
oh
ballpark.
yeah, if I wasn't going to the game, I would. Yeah, if I lived in Cincinnati too, it's like I would just go party for the day and
Yeah.
just not go to the game. Who cares?
Yeah.
Lost anyway.
That little section outside that
like
ballpark,
I don't know what that's called, but that like street of bars and stuff. That's awesome.
it's awesome. Shout
That's
out to
cool.
Fish Bowls.
Fish Bowls rocks.
Never been. So
It's a fun time.
You should go.
I've been to Cincinnati once.
Yeah.
In my life.
It's a great city.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is.
And that's
It's a
the
nice
thing. It's
city.
like this. The city's awesome. They love the team for like no good reason, really.
It's there.
Yeah, this is the oldest franchise in baseball.
Yeah.
It
like-
was at one time in the '70s was the greatest team. Like I think it was like 74 to 77. It's like those are the greatest teams ever. In '90, I'm gonna butcher this. I think it was '92, maybe they went wire to wire, like first place the entire season. That's never been done. In
does that mean?
baseball,
What does
that's
that mean?
insane.
Wire
You
to
were
wire?
first place at the start of the season and you won the World Series.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's insane. Like you were first place every day of the season.
Oh. Okay.
Never been done before, and especially in a 162 game season, probably never see that.
Yeah,
again.
you probably never see that in any sport.
And the Castellinis
like,
are wiping their asses with it all.
ever. With your money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I like how before this you're like, yeah, I could talk a little bit about the Reds.
well, you got,
You got me started.
You're
got me all whipped up, man.
you're like, I guess I could talk a little bit about the Reds.
Got me all whipped up. Now I've got to go to the arcade.
I've lost some steam. Boy,
Well, that's
Are you-
baseball.
Are you done?
I
You
can
think?
be, yeah.
Well, do you have more to say?
About them, nah, I'm done.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll be.
That was a
betting on
nice
baseball
little.
every-
It was a nice little rant, though. That was fun.
Yeah, it was
We
fun.
really got you started.
You did. I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
that.
Well, hopefully to calm you down a little bit, maybe we can talk a little XFL. Chris's
You want to do
gambling
that?
corner.
We can do that. Let me pull up the lines right quick. Guys,
Yes.
I've been hearing some rumblings on the street that Chris Walker isn't Mr. XFL anymore.
I haven't heard that.
I've heard it. I've heard it. I've got my ear to the whatever that saying is.
Ground.
Yeah.
We
You know the floor, but it's outside.
Who's ever saying that? We should break their fingers.
I'll do it.
Who said that?
Just
Who said that to you?
I've just heard.
Point it out. Point it out.
Name names.
Name them right
I
now.
want names.
Heard some rumblings because I'm back-to-back losing weeks.
Okay.
That's not good. And it's not up to my standards either. I'm not happy with it. So, last week of the regular season, why not go for it? I can't think of a better time to do it. Let's start the playoffs with a bang. 4-0. Back on
I
track.
agree.
All right. We'll start Saturday. Orlando Guardians versus the St. Louis Battlehawks. Battlehawks -9, over under 47.5. The Guardians are one of the worst teams I've ever seen play football, but there will be flashes where they're actually really good. They're one of the most confusing teams I've ever seen. It's like sometimes they'll play really well and they're 1-8.
Are they the Cincinnati Reds of the XFL?
I guess you could say that. I guess you could say that. So, last game of the season, I mean, they have nothing to play for except just to go out there. I mean, pretty much their entire season, they've had nothing to play for. So, just go out there and ball. I'll take them +9. Battlehawks, I'm pretty sure. I don't
They
know.
got whooped
Who, Battlehawks?
last week.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Yeah, because I bet on them, I'm pretty sure. But I'm pretty sure they're going to the playoffs. I don't know the standings off the top of my head. But, I mean, one last time to bet the Guardians. Why not? It's been fun.
One last ride.
One last ride. It's that
Vin Diesel.
That, and I was thinking of Bad Boys, where it was like one last ride and they're fucking. And then we'll go next game. Defenders at Brahmas. Defenders -3, over under 42. Defenders have it all locked up. They're best team in the league. Brahmas I'm pretty sure have to win, and the Renegades have to lose for them to get in the playoffs. I would expect the Defenders to rest some starters because they're top seed no matter what. So this game means nothing to them. Hungry Dog runs faster. Brahmas +3 might sprinkle money line. What happened? Oh, I just went over.
Yeah.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
It's okay. Chris is giving out new winners.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, I get you. Give me Brahmas +3. They need this one. Defenders don't. Might sprinkle money line, honestly. Brahmas are scrappy. They're not very good, but
Well, it's the Rocks team.
yeah.
The owner's team.
But, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. That's when you're like, this will be my team.
It's got that rock mindset.
Okay. Next game. Houston Roughnecks, Arlington Renegades. Roughnecks have the second seed in the playoffs locked up. Excuse me. Locked up. They are +1, over under 42. Again, Hungry Dog runs faster. Renegades money line. I'm pretty sure if the Renegades win, they will play the Roughnecks in the playoffs. So I could see Wade Phillips be like, "Hey, I don't want to show my full hand here."
Yeah.
So I could see the Renegades winning this one. If they do, I'll be taking Roughnecks, whatever that spread is in the playoffs. And then close it out. Vegas Vipers, Seattle Sea Dragons. Sea Dragons -8.5, over under 47. Give me the over. Vegas's offense has come alive the last few weeks. Sea Dragons offense, I mean, it's been great all year. So, last game of the year, let's bet an over.
There we go. I love
Screw
it.
it. Let's
That
do it.
sounds like 4-0 to me.
Honestly, it does.
I love it. Hell yeah.
I'm pumped. We're
Hell yeah.
back, baby.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just go into the playoffs. Still Mr. XFL. Still Mr.
Gotta
XFL.
put
You'll
the
always be
gotta
Mr.
put the haters
XFL.
in their place.
Yeah. You'll always be Mr. XFL.
Yep. So
Because you're the only person that I know that bets on the XFL.
After this, I might switch to USFL. Honestly.
I think you have to.
Okay. I haven't.
It started last week.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't pay attention to it whatsoever.
Yeah,
It's all right.
I couldn't even name every team if I'm being honest with you.
I got a message about the Memphis Showboats game for work.
They win.
I don't know, and I was like, oh yeah,
They're a team.
Memphis has a USFL team. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna look that up.
Oh, they played today.
I'm gonna look that up. I have no idea who they played or if they won.
I couldn't name you another USFL team
I didn't know any of the teams.
if you put a gun to my head besides the Memphis Showboats.
They lost to the Philadelphia Stars. Stars are good. They
How
are.
are we supposed to know that?
Because they went to the ship last year. So.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, they got the Stallions next week. Stallions won it all last year, I'm pretty sure. So they had. So might dabble.
Might dabble?
Next week. Probably not, but we'll see. If baseball does well
Taking
for me.
a dump on you again?
Oh no! I mean, no. If I make money in baseball,
Oh,
like,
okay,
you know
I
what?
see.
Let's throw a little on.
Yeah, I got
some
you.
USFL.
I got you. Makes sense.
But if I'm struggling, no.
Not.
I might not even bet on like the NHL.
Um.
Oh.
Well, that's gonna be it for us. I don't know if you guys know this, but next week is the draft.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, that snuck
Thursday-
up on me.
Next Thursday. Yeah.
So we will have a podcast out before the first day.
Before the draft starts.
Before the draft
First day
starts.
is
Thursday.
Saturday.
It's Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, let's
The
go.
first round.
We gonna
First round
We
is
gonna
Thursday.
bet on the draft a little bit.
I mean, we could.
Last I checked, Action didn't have any draft lines. They
We
didn't
have some.
yesterday. They didn't yesterday.
They didn't.
No.
That can
took
that can
them down.
change.
But I'm hoping so we can give y'all accurate odds.
Yes. So probably we'll talk more about that in next week's episode, because there's just so much noise around the Titans.
We've got draft futures.
Oh, we do?
Yes, we do.
Okay. We didn't have them yesterday
We got a lot.
or Monday. I don't remember when I checked.
Let's go over those next week.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds perfect.
Titans are the betting favorite to draft Anthony Richardson.
God fucking damn it.
Plus 275. Just a little tease for next week.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for us this week. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Any way that you interact with this really, really helps us out. Yeah, that's it. See you next week. Sean, what's the promo code?
Promo code, as always, is MONEY3, MONEY3. When you use the code MONEY3 on the Action 24/7 Sportsbook, you will receive a $250 risk-free bet on your first bet. New customers only. Terms and conditions apply.
money.
It is a lot of money. Terms and conditions apply. We'll see you next week.
That's right. We'll see you next week. There's 3 of us. Now let's make some money.
Woo!
Woo! Ow!